Hi guys, just before I start this video, I want to say a big thank you to Victor Troy, Chris Dryden, Official Services and Dennis Coit for the feedback that you gave me about the mic. You liked the Blackboard, but you said the sound was no good. I hope this is a lot better. I do listen to you guys, so thanks ever so much. If you have any other comments or feedback or anything for me, please leave it in the comments below because I do read them all personally and I do listen. I'd also like to thank everybody else in the community that has been atting Coin Bureau and atting Guy, because I really would love to have that debate with him. Get him in a room, I'll go to him, he can come to me, get him in a room, and let's have it with him on HBAR. So thank you ever so much to everybody that's been harassing him. I think over time it is going to work and we will be able to get that interview done. Anyway, over to the main video. Hi, I'm Max Walker&Williams, and today we are talking about HBAR's special announcement. So about a week ago, Leemon Baird announced that he was going to be making a special announcement at Hedera Hashgraph's 2-year open access anniversary. So it's been 2 years since it's been open access, and to celebrate that, they were having a sort of like a party online. It was about an hour long. It was a live stream on YouTube's. I watched it, lots of other people watched it, loads of comments and stuff, and it was good fun. And he said that at that he would be making a special announcement. So the internet was awash with people guessing as to what this special announcement was going to be. You know, was it Amazon coming on board? And I have to admit, I got a little caught up in the hysteria myself. And at one point, I managed to convince myself that Steve Jobs might not be dead. And actually, he's been hiding the entire time at Hedera Hashgraph's offices, and he was going to come out on stage high-fiving everyone. Maybe Jeff Bezos was there giving Elon Musk a piggyback, and the crowd just goes wild. Anyway, so that actually, but in true Hedera Hashgraph style, it wasn't a pump and dump. It wasn't anything that's kind of like big flash in the pan news, like, you know, Jeff Bezos coming out on stage and saying that Amazon's now, you know, on the governing council or anything, which would be fantastic, and they're very welcome to join, of course. I think the whole community would be happy with that. But it's kind of like a flash in the pan, and this is far more Leemon-esque, if you like. So this is far more substantial and longer lasting. So what was the special announcement? So first of all, we're going to talk about what it was, what the announcement was, and then kind of who that affects, why it affects, and that sort of thing. So the Governing Council have allocated 10.7 billion HBAR coins with a value of about $5 billion towards Hedera Ecosystem. So at the time of announcing it, the value was at about 5 billion. Obviously, there's a little bit of fallback because of people in the industry. It's something that we need to understand, that we're in very early days, so we're in like cowboy territory. So it reminds me very much of sort of the oil rush in America. And you know, this new technology was discovered. It was revolutionizing and expediting the Industrial Revolution, and it was a real time of transition. And there were snake oil salesmen going around. There were cowboys. There were people who were setting up projects and crowdfunding to get these projects off the ground that then failed. Some of them were scams, and there were, you know, financial winners and financial losers. And then when all said and done, there was a few long-standing winners. Kind of the 80-20 principle kicked in, where 80% of the world's oil is produced by 20%, of America's oil is produced by 20% of the businesses, even less now, in fact. So, and I really believe that Hedera Hashgraph is going to come out of this wild west of cryptocurrency, this new industry, this oil rush, you know, like a gold rush, and it's going to be one of the few that lasts, and it will be responsible for 80% of the world's transactions in the future, and the world's technology, I think, will be through Hedera Hashgraph. So the market was buying HBAR, speculating that there was going to be an announcement like, you know, Jeff Bezos or whatever. But actually, and then the price fell away when it wasn't a flash in the pan. But I think in the long term, yet again, that's going to be another good thing. Okay, so there's a couple of good points to note, and we'll get to those points to note at the end. But, okay, so the Governing Council basically allocated 10.7 billion HBAR coins to go towards the Hedera ecosystem. What does that mean? They've set up an independent body called the HBAR Foundation. You can go to their website, it's hbarfoundation.org. They're a non-profit, and they're there basically to help entrepreneurs, innovators, young people, old people, whoever it may be, who want to develop an app, want to build something on the platform, want to build something in the ecosystem, for profit or not. It's there, the foundation is there to help them do that. It's already, by the way, the most used and largest, by all accounts, ledger on planet Earth. And they're looking to really sort of like, be a catalyst, the foundation to be a catalyst to really grow that and let it just mushroom. So that all new kind of, think about it. Let's say, for example, you've got a great idea for an app and you're considering building it on a cryptocurrency platform. Which one are you going to go with? Are you going to go with Bitcoin? Massively inefficient, no one in charge, no one to go to, no one for help. Or Ethereum, Ethereum 2.0, which is far more advanced than Bitcoin, but again is decentralized, no one to help, no real sort of foundation or anywhere to sort of for resource and help and that sort of thing. Or are you going to go to the HBAR Foundation? Light years ahead technology-wise, and also now you can apply for a grant, free money, effectively. It doesn't have to be repaid, it's a grant, not a loan. And that'll help you towards literally your costs, your electricity costs of your offices, hiring people, and developing people, buying food so you can eat while you work on your project. So there are no limits to what the grant can be used for. It has to be authorized, of course. It's not a free-for-all because it's HH, they take things seriously, they do things properly. But it is grant money, so you don't have to pay it back if you qualify. You can literally go on hbarfoundation.org and there's a massive button and it just says, apply for help. You click the button, you fill out the form, and then they take it into consideration, and you might be donated $1 million HBAR to help build your dream. So that's what the grant. So as I put there's three sort of main aspects to the HBAR Foundation, because there is other things like green energy and green solutions. They're hot on that, obviously, with it being such a low intensity electricity use project. But the three main ones are grants, so the free money to help you build. So if you've got an idea, I strongly suggest that you get on there and apply for a grant. Operational support. So literally, if you qualify, you can pick up the phone or email and actually talk to people and get help. It might be a software technical question. It could be an advertising question. It could be, what do you think of this logo? What do you think of our brand name? It could be anything. There are people there in the HBAR Foundation, professionals, not just guys who've been hired to sort of answer the phones, professionals in their respective fields who are there to help you and answer those questions for you. Then the third part is project awareness. So you can imagine you've got the governing councils, Google and the likes. I mean, just Google alone. Project awareness is putting your project, your successful platform, when it's ready, in alpha or beta phase, put that out there. Advertising, Leemon talking about it, Google talking about it, and them sort of showcasing, if you like, your new project, your new technology, which isn't a small thing. Can you imagine the difference between being a small startup in your mum's bedroom with no help support and having this? The governing council on your team for project awareness, being able to pick up the phone and ask for help. I know I would have certainly appreciated it, even in my business when I was starting out, just being able to pick up the phone and just ask somebody, what do you think of this? And then the free money, of course, which is another massive one. Okay, so that's kind of what the announcement was. So it's no joke, $5 billion or 10.7 billion coins have been allocated by the governing council for that. So there are some specifics. They say, and you can have a look at this on the HBAR Foundation website. There are some specifics they're particularly looking for and particularly interested in supporting decentralized finance. So that might be an app. It could be whatever it may be. DeFi, which is decentralized finance related products. Non-fungible tokens, NFTs. So they're a real hot topic at the moment, and they're looking to support and grow into that industry. This is a really important one. They're looking to support and bring on anyone with an idea or a concept or a software in the central bank digital currency space. So that's a massive one, the US digital dollar and so on. And then the fourth one is gaming and other industries. So of course they are looking to help anybody with a decent idea that they can build on the project. They're obviously looking to support, but these are the ones that they're specifically going for. Gaming is no joke, it's no small thing. I mean, if Treyarch were to come over to Hedera Hashgraph, it would be life altering, both for the gamers and for the holders of HBAR. So some important points to note here. One thing I noticed when I was watching, I don't know if you guys noticed this, when I was watching the special event on the YouTubes, Before Leemon came on, Manus Harman, who's the co-founder and CEO of Hedera Hashgraph, he was talking, and he was kind of talking about the journey and where we've been and where we're going and kind of where we're up to. You know, and he was talking about there's over 400,000 wallets. My wallet number is 41,000 and something. So I don't know if you know, but your wallet address, if you look at your wallet address, it's like 0.0 something. And now that something is actually numerical order. So it's the number of the wallet you opened. So I opened one for a friend of mine literally yesterday, and he was like 417,267th wallet. Mine's 41,000. So there's 10 times more wallets now than when I opened my wallet a year ago. And he was talking about all these sort of facts and figures. It was really interesting. But one thing I noticed is that Manus is getting far more aggressive. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I've never actually heard him talk about another project. Unless he's specifically asked, of course. When he's just sort of ad-libbing, talking or giving a speech, he's concentrating on what he's doing, right? Which is the right way I think to go. But forget about the competition, forget what everyone else is doing. Just concentrate on be the best you can be, and you know, there's a good chance you'll win, rather than obsessing over what the competition's doing. But I have noticed that he's getting far more aggressive. So he's starting to mention other projects, which is something he's never done voluntarily before. So getting more aggressive. He said at the announcement that Hedera Hashgraph transactions, it took 18 months to get to 1 billion, transactions. By the way, Bitcoin, that's obviously the oldest cryptocurrency, still isn't at a billion. I think they're about 800 million, somewhere around there. Still haven't got to a billion. Hedera Hashgraph, 18 months, 1 billion transactions. 2 months later, they've done 1.6 billion. So first 18 months, 1 billion transactions. The next 2 months, 600 million transactions. So really, really impressive. And what he actually said 2 months later, 1.6 billion. And he's put, that's far more than Ethereum have done in 6 years. And he's never mentioned another project before like that. So I just thought it was really interesting that he's starting to get a little bit aware of sort of the market, where they are. And now they've kind of like set their stall out, and they know who they are and they know where they're going. They've started to say, actually, our product is superior to this product. So it's just an interesting side note there. One thing that there's a lot of people, I don't actually believe that total supply is kind of relevant to the price of a coin, of a diamond, of a bar of gold, whatever it may be, because market cap. For me, value and market cap are completely separate things. I'll put a link to a description in the description below to a video that explains exactly why I don't think market cap and value are related. People do disagree with me on that, and they feel quite strongly about it. If you believe that 50 billion coins in supply is holding back the price, I don't believe it is. XRP, what is it, £2,500 a coin, technically unlimited. There is no limit. So, you know, the market cap of Ripple is all of the market cap of all of the world that ever has been times infinity, plus all of the market cap of all the world that ever will be times infinity, because it's infinite. There's no unlimited. So £2,000 per coin times unlimited coins. What's the market cap? Anyway, I'm not going to get bogged down with that. So just for those guys who do believe that 50 billion coins is holding us back, great news, because 20%, 10.7 billion coins, actually it's just over 20% of total supply now taken out of general circulation. So the governing council saying that they're gonna donate 10.7 billion coins out of the 50 billion total supply to the HBAR Foundation means that they've been taken out of general circulation. So just something worth noting there. The other thing that I haven't written down on the board, just the last point, is that also, and I just like this personally, you might not care, you might think it's great. There's an auction going on at the moment, and I'll put a link to that in the description below. I'm bidding on a couple of things myself, so you know, please don't leave a comment. If you're going to bid, leave a comment in the description below, because I don't want to bid against my own viewers, because I love you guys. So I'm not looking to bid against you. So if you're going to bid on something at the auction, please let me know in the comments below, and I won't bid against you. So there's an auction going on at the moment. It's a charity auction. The auction is being run on the Hashgraph, of course. And there's 20, at the moment there's only one, but in total there are 20 gold coins that Leemon has put the HBAR symbol in himself. There's 20 nickel ones, and then there's some NFTs, some non-fungible tokens, sort of like collector's cards, if you like baseball cards, and that sort of thing. All of the money is going to a charity that supports single and homeless mothers in Texas, where Hedera Hashgraph are based. So really good cause. Happy with that. So the two announcements are obviously the foundation, and also that they're doing this this auction online, this charity auction online. So if you want to get involved with that, definitely worth having a look. So that's it, guys. So the price obviously went up to a new high. I think at one point it was up to about 50 cent, 31p, 32p, somewhere around there. And now we're back down to about 21 pence, about 35 cent. I do think it's going to come back, so don't worry about that. And if you're not into Hedera Hashgraph, there's never been a better time to buy. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all your support. If you haven't, have a look at some of my other videos. We've got property videos, we've got day-to-day life, and then I've got some product reviews with the kids, especially if you've got children. Have a look at the waders video, that's particularly a good one. Ormskirk Magistrates Court, that was a pretty cool one with the street monkeys. Those are very cool group of guys. So that was quite an interesting video. And I've just done a tour of our latest building, 26 and 28 Nicholas Street in Chester. That'll be online soon. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and you will be notified when your video of 26 and 28 Nicholas Street is ready. It's well worth a watch, I promise. Thanks ever so much for watching. I'll see you soon.